It's going. So good afternoon, Yasmina.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. So, start. What brings you in today?
I think just more like talking about my stuttering. I feel like I'm very closed off about it, and I don't usually like talk to other people about it.
Okay. So you don't talk to other people about it, you said?
Yeah, like usually like just about like talking about how it makes me feel and how it makes me feel when they make certain comments about my stuttering. Because I think sometimes when people make comments, they don't really know what they don't necessarily know that it's affecting me per
Okay.
se.
Okay. That's good. What are some things that you're hoping to get from therapy?
I'm hoping, I mean, mainly just to have an outlet, like somewhere where I can just talk about my stuttering and stutter
Okay.
openly. Also just to learn more about stuttering, because I think sometimes being really closed off about it, you don't gain as many opportunities to learn about stuttering or just have somebody to like learn from, per se.
Okay. That's good. I'm just gonna write a few things down. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you tell me a little bit about like what school is like for you? I know that you're 17 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what's school like for you?
I feel like I avoid certain situations, like when it comes to like presentations or having to get called on in class. Uh, I'll go to the bathroom, and then when I know it's been past my time to get called on, because my teacher will go like down the rows.
Okay.
So like once like it gets near to like my place, I guess in the room, I'll just go to the bathroom, and then once it's been past my turn, like I'll probably go there for like 20 minutes, and then I'll just come back.
I see. And like, how does that make you feel? Like that you do that?
I think it just makes me feel like, I mean, obviously it makes me feel bad, but I think it just makes me feel like I always have to hide something. Like I don't feel like I need to be open about it. Like I always feel like there's like the secret I'm just carrying around all the time.
Yeah. Secret?
Like just not being, I guess like I said, like being open about my stuttering. Like I'm just kind of harboring it in and trying to maneuver around it so I don't have to like let people know I stutter.
Okay. Okay. So is it that you don't want others to know, or is it more of you're just trying to avoid it? Does that make sense?
I think, yeah, like just I don't want people, I guess, to know I stutter because I'm just scared of what they'll think, or like I've never really gotten made fun for my stuttering, but I just always am worried about the outcome. Like I don't want, if there's a kid that will say something or, you know, even unintentionally, like I just don't want to deal with it, so I just rather avoid it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that with me. So yeah, and I think I heard you say, you know, a little bit about you have a lot of inward feelings about your stuttering. So I have a little activity that we can do together. Do you know what this is?
Like those like a piece of ice or?
Yeah. So this is an iceberg, and you know, most of what you see on the surface is only a small percentage of like the actual iceberg. So you know, if here's the water line, here's what you see, but then underneath it, you know, most of the iceberg is actually underneath the water. So this is a good like visual representation of stuttering. where this top small surface is what everyone else sees. But then, this huge bottom surface is only what you see. So if you think it would be helpful for you, we can kind of list some of the things that other people see versus how you feel.
Yeah, I think it'd be just good to like talk about it with somebody.
Yeah. So the top part is what people see. So what do you think, like when you're stuttering or when you're giving a presentation or like reading aloud in class, what do you think is like the outward manifestation of your stuttering?
I think, I mean, I obviously do like a lot of, I wouldn't say pausing, but just in the back of my throat, like there's a stop. So I'll do a lot of those.
Okay. You want to write it down here?
Yeah. I also repeat a lot of sounds, I've noticed.
Okay.
So like when I talk in front of the class, sometimes I'll do that. But I think that's really it, like repeating sounds and then like that stoppage, like at the back of my throat, I think.
Yeah, okay. And then at the bottom here, we can kind of write, what are some of the feelings that you get, either when you are stuttering, or if you think that you're going to stutter, or even, when you're going into a situation that might be hard for you.
I think I think I just feel like really nervous. I think I'm afraid. Well, afraid like of being judged, I think. Also, I find just really tense.
Okay. What do you mean by tense?
I think I just like freeze up.
Okay.
And I think it just makes it worse just because like I'm really nervous and just like nothing will come out and people would be like, oh, like did you forget like the answer or so I think it just makes it worse, I think, too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like afraid, nervous, tense. Yeah, I think that's it. I think there's a little bit of like, kind of like low self-esteem too, somewhat.
Yeah. What do you mean by low self-esteem?
I think just not being confident in myself, like in general, like I don't think I'm like very super confident, but like when you add, I guess when the stuttering is mixed into it too, I think sometimes you're just not very like secure with who you are too.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that's a really good list of things. And yeah, as you can see, there's a lot more underneath that iceberg than that's on the top. And I know you said earlier that you like try to hide, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Try to like hide your stuttering and based on like all of those feelings, reasonable to see why, because like no one wants to feel nervous or tense or afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Well, thank you for sharing that with me. We'll let you keep that. We'll get into that later. 10 minutes. So I think what we'll do next is just to kind of get on the same page with like some of our vocabulary so that we know that we're talking about the same things. We're going to talk about like the idea of speech mechanisms. So they're like all of the things that we use to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some things that you think that we need to talk?
I think like your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, so in our mouth we have the lips,
Mm-hmm.
the teeth, and the tongue. Like those all work together to form all the sounds that we make.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, if you think about it, we have so many muscles, like just here.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of amazing that we can talk at all,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest. Yeah, and then past the mouth, I'm sure you've heard of like the voice box,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like right here. That's kind of like where, well, and then there's also the lungs too, like down here.
Mm-hmm.
So when you breathe in, you get air into your lungs,
Mm-hmm.
and then the voice starts at the voice box, and then as we keep letting the air out, and then we shape our lips and our tongue, and then we use our teeth as well to help shape those, and that's how we get each individual sound. So we can do a lot of different things to change the way that we talk. So for example, if I were to say the word, or like my name, so Cody, I can say it a little bit slower. I can do Cody. I can repeat that first sound, so Cody. I can also get blocked right here in my voice box, so I can go Cody. All right. So there's different ways that we can change the way that we talk there. So I think what we'll do is we'll kind of take turns and kind of explore like the different ways that we can make sounds and talk.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a certain sound that you notice yourself getting caught on more often?
I think when I repeat sounds, I think that like the
Okay, so the M sound.
Mm-hmm.
And you usually repeat
Mm-hmm.
those sounds. So if we were to say like the word morning would be morning.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if we could hold out the M sound as well. We could do morning. Do you want to give that a try?
Morning.
Right. And then if you want to try it, and it's okay like if you don't actually stutter, we can do like the little pseudo stutters, or I don't know if you know what that would mean.
Is it fake stuttering?
Kind of.
Almost?
Yeah. Almost like we're doing it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. How would you usually stutter on the sound?
Morning.
Okay. Yeah. And then we could also, let me say this. Where do you feel yourself, or I should just say, like, what do you feel when you're stuttering, when you're doing the repetitions on the M sound?
I just feel like my lips coming together, like, and then there's like a lot of pressure between the lips.
Okay, so there's a lot of pressure there. So one other way that we can talk that I think I mouthed for earlier is it's, we call it easy onset, but really all you're doing is you're being mindful about where your tension is in your mouth. And so if you're feeling that pressure, morning, right there, if we can try to lightly put our lips together and kind of ease into the sound, so it would be morning. So would you like to give that a try?
Morning.
And how did that feel for you?
Felt easier, like I released it, so it was just easier to like, if I was gonna say something else, it would have been easier just to ease on into it.
Okay. Yeah. And you know, these are just things to think about, the different ways that we can talk. I don't think that, you know, one way is better than the other. But you know, this idea that we can kind of choose how we talk, and we can also kind of choose how we stutter as well. So let's practice that a little bit. So I think what we'll do is we'll just have a conversation, and then when you catch me stuttering, I'll ask you to hold up your hand like this, and then what I'll do is I will stay in that moment, and then once you want me to release my stuttering moment, just go like that.
Okay.
So I'll do a practice one really quick. So my dog's name is Raven, right? So it's let go, and then I would let go of that moment.
Oh, okay.
So does that make sense? Good. All right. So what would you like to talk about? Or you can ask me anything you want.
What would I like to talk about? I'm just really stressed out in school.
Okay. So you're really stressed out in school?
Yeah. I just have a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it.
I see. Yeah, that could be really hard.
And I think too, just having a lot of, health problems too. But at least the teachers are understanding of it as well.
Yeah. Do you like your teachers for the most part?
Yeah, I do like them. Like they're really supportive. But I think sometimes like it's still hard to like go up to them for things. Like even like with my stuttering sometimes.
Yeah, it can be hard to approach them. So real quick, now we're gonna switch roles. So when I catch you stuttering, I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay.
So we'll give it a try. What's your favorite subject in school? Good. That was really good. Let go of that.
My favorite subject is English.
Okay. Nice. Why is that your favorite subject?
I think it's because I like to write.
Yeah. That's cool. So right there, when you were stuttering on that, what were you feeling?
Like when I started stuttering, I felt like a lot of like tension, like in the back of my throat. Like I was just holding on to the tension.
Okay. And did you find it easy to let go of that tension when I did that, or was it still kind of tense there?
Like at first it was kind of tense, but then like once I let go of it, I think it got like way better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm almost done. So we're talking about your writing, writing. What do you like to write?
I think I like to write poems.
Okay. Nice. I'm sure you're much better at that than me. I've never been writing poems. Well, good. Well, I am definitely looking. Well, I should ask first. Would you like to keep seeing me? Or would you like to come back? I should ask.
Yeah, I would like to come back.
Good. All right. Well, I definitely look forward to working with you more.
Yeah, thank you. That was good.
All right. Well, have a good day.
You too. Thank you.